Lipstick down. 3, 4, 7. What would I do without fighting? I think of better days, yeah. What would I be without trying to change my ways, yeah. What would I be without love, yeah.
Right, Facebook, news, just people
in the neighborhood,
inner circles of people experiencing different things, and we wanted to make you aware of that. So, just a little quick topic, just to know a little bit about sex trafficking. Sex trafficking was made illegal, you guys, back in 1910. So that means sex trafficking's been going on for forever.
A long time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For it to just now go illegal, illegal, in 1910, that means it was legal before then.
Right.
Just think of how many...
Slavery was legal once upon a time. So
I was just
can imagine.
Say that.
Yeah.
So that was a form of
modern day slavery.
Yep. And what do you guys think, since it's been going on since then, in different trials and going over through the new centuries and stuff, what changes have you guys, in your personal vision, seen over the years since you've been born?
Changes meaning
in sex trafficking, like, has sex trafficking always been what we see now, which is kids being taken, going over the country, or has it started in the streets of prostitution?
With my first experience personally, I didn't know too much about sex trafficking until that movie Taken came out.
Yep.
And when I saw Taken, that was my first time being introduced to it. And then from there, of course, I'm looking it up. I don't want to go to work by myself because I don't want nobody to take me. So essentially, when I first heard about it, it was people traveling overseas, and they were really doing that and kidnapping girls that way.
Okay.
I had a different encounter. I actually started doing more research on it when we said that that's what we was going to start researching and talking about on this topic. But I didn't realize that I actually had a close situation with sex trafficking. A very close friend of mine moved here from Michigan to here, and she needed somewhere to stay, so she was staying with me for a while. So she got her own place, and then she moved to Houston. And she met this guy. She got real comfortable with him. They got into a relationship together, and then he started suggesting her to do different things with different people. The people started paying for her to do the things, not knowing, to me, I'm like, oh, she getting pimped out. But my mom brought it to my attention, like, that's sex trafficking. But I don't want to say I was ignorant, but I didn't know exactly what the terms were until we started really researching.
She was definitely a form of it, yes.
Yes.
I
It's
totally
a different
agree
form.
with that.
I was like, wow.
And now that you say that, that was my first experience too. Yeah, honestly, that was back in high school. There's this lady that used to stay across the street from me in the apartments that I lived in, and her boyfriend was a pimp. And so how I ended up finding out is because before they got into it or whatnot, I rode with her one day, and she went with him. And he called her and told her, I need you to go over by the house. I need you to handle the situation. And she was like, all right. Me, not ignorant, not knowing what's really going on, the situation was for her to beat one of the girls that he had in the house. And so after seeing the whole situation happen, I was like, you need to let me know. I'm still young. I don't know what's going on. And she was like, yeah, he pimps out the girls or whatnot. And later on, I seen he did her the same. She was just called the queen
of the house.
Of the house.
And that's crazy. I mean, I just think
I didn't have experience.
That's finished. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. It's just that was my first experience, but I didn't know.
Not knowing that it was what it was.
Exactly. I just thought it was pimping. You hear it, so you kind of don't jump into people's business like that. I just told her, let me know, because that's not how I get down. And
pimping is a bullet point of it.
Exactly.
That's just a part of it, yeah. But no, I just think that it was hidden.
Yeah, it wasn't
talked about. It was more so.
It was watered down.
Yeah, it was very watered down until, like Chantel said, movies was dropped, and then that's when it started being said. And then, I mean, pimping. I mean, think about it. In Vegas, being a pimp is still legal.
Right.
It's legal. Yeah,
it is.
I mean, so they don't think nothing's wrong with that. And I mean, I personally got family members that do it. So I mean, is it bad?
I think
it definitely is. I'm not going to try to say it's not. But at the same time, it's like it's kind of hard because I know women that is in that situation and they're not brainwashed. They're comfortable and they can leave whenever they want to. And they actually go see their family, go talk to the family. They take vacations. They're happy with their pimp. Yeah. So it's kind of like,
but they're probably adults.
They're probably
because they want to be there. That's why I see your side. I'm so there is a different. It's a form of it, but there's also a different form of pimping as well, which is going to be separate.
Different bullet points.
There's a fine difference between an adult woman or man deciding that they want to do that for a living versus a child
being forced into that lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Now, I don't think there's difference between the two.
It's not a difference between the two, but the intent.
Yeah,
the intent of it is different.
So what do you guys think is really being done about this? And I do know that there are like different organizations, yeah, exactly, that people are putting together to help people, but is that really enough?
I mean, on TV, I see a lot of Cop Watch. Yeah. I see a lot of Black Lives Matter. I see a lot of movements when it comes to that, police, like justice against the police and stuff like that. But you don't see much about trafficking.
Very seldomly. Like on Oxygen, there's a Chinese or Japanese lady. She'll have a special, but how often do I see that?
Not often.
It doesn't come on that much. Other than like How to Catch a Predator and stuff like that. But that's like the face of it. That's not like people that are out there really abducting kids and trafficking them.
I think the reason why it's kind of hard, just because the main people that's doing it, it's hard to prosecute. It's hard to even prosecute them
because that's my point.
You know, because they're the.
What would I do without loving? Loving myself, oh yeah. What would I do if not living? Living my truth every day. Lipstick, yeah.